Welcome back to The Explainer. So, bringing a new cat into your home, it's just an incredibly rewarding experience. Honestly, there is literally nothing quite like earning the trust of a cat, right? Whether you've just adopted a chaotic little kitten or welcomed a really sweet, mature rescue into the family. But of course, with all that joy comes a pretty massive responsibility. We want to ensure our feline companions don't just survive, but truly thrive. Their health, locking in that optimal diet, and figuring out grooming routines that don't stress them out, these aren't just extra perks, they're the absolute foundation of a long, vibrant life. Today, we're going to break down exactly how you can master your cat's care. So let's just get right into it.
Okay, let's dive into this because we really need to shatter a massive misconception right out of the gate. There's this super pervasive myth out there that cats are basically these entirely self-sufficient, ultra-low maintenance roommates who just take care of themselves. And yeah, they definitely have an independent streak, but the reality? Your proactive involvement is hands down the #1 defense against disease. You are their guardian. Shifting away from that old hands-off mindset is literally the very first step in mastering feline care.
So, to give us a game plan, here are the 4 foundational pillars we're going to cover today. First, the feline independence myth. Second, spotting daily health signs. Third, fueling the obligate carnivore. And finally, stress-free grooming rituals.
All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the feline independence myth, and your specific role in their health.
Here's exactly how you need to view your role in all this. You are the frontline observer. Because you live with your cat day in and day out, you know their quirks and habits better than absolutely anyone else on the planet. You know how much they usually snooze, how they play, when they hit up the food bowl, and because you have that intimate baseline knowledge, you are actually the most vital resource for early disease detection. It's all about consistent observation. That's the secret sauce that lets you catch really serious chronic things, like kidney or thyroid issues, way before they blow up into a scary midnight emergency.
Which brings us to Section 2. Let's look at how we spot those daily health signs and build a solid veterinary partnership.
So when we say consistent observation, what are we actually looking for? Well, cats are basically masters of disguise when it comes to hiding pain, so the signs are usually incredibly subtle. You want to watch for these 3 major indicators daily. Number 1, a slight limp, maybe when they jump down from the sofa. Number 2, a sudden change in appetite, maybe they're leaving food in the bowl, or suddenly they're acting like they've never been fed in their lives. And number 3, unusual lethargy. If your normally hyper cat is suddenly sleeping right through their favorite playtime, pay attention. Catching these 3 subtle changes is so crucial because they're often the very first whispers of a health issue brewing just under the surface.
Now, when you do spot something, or honestly when it's just time for a checkup, having a vet you trust, someone who communicates well and really knows felines, is everything. Here is the blueprint for what you should expect at that first exam. They should do a comprehensive physical, checking eyes, ears, teeth, heart, and how the cat moves. It's also the perfect time to map out a solid vaccination schedule. Making sure your cat gets their core vaccinations, especially rabies and the FERCP series, is the absolute gold standard for building up a robust immune system.
And during that same visit, you're definitely going to want to have a serious chat about spaying or neutering. Obviously, we all know this prevents unwanted litters, which is great, but the medical and behavioral benefits go way beyond that. Getting your cat spayed or neutered early actually significantly reduces the risk of certain cancers later in life. Plus, it works wonders for preventing those super frustrating behavioral issues like territorial spraying all over your furniture. It's just a massive net positive for their entire life. All right, moving right along to Section 3, fueling the obligate carnivore and why their unique biology matters so much. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the term obligate carnivore. We have to define this because it's literally the cornerstone of how you feed a cat. Being an obligate carnivore isn't just a dietary preference, it's a strict biological necessity. Their bodies absolutely require a diet of strictly meat-based proteins to survive. This is exactly why you have to resist slipping them random table scraps and definitely don't try to put them on a vegetarian diet. Feeding a cat a plant-based diet will 100% lead to severe malnutrition because they just don't have the biology to extract nutrients from plants the way we do, or even the way dogs can. So if they need meat, what exactly are we looking for in that diet? First and foremost, high-quality meat-based protein. But they also need really specific amino acids like taurine. Taurine is absolutely vital for their heart and eye health. Without it, they can actually go blind or develop fatal heart conditions. They also need specific fatty acids to keep that coat healthy and weather-resistant. So when you're at the store buying commercial cat food, don't just fall for the flashy marketing on the front. Flip that bag around. Prioritize high-quality ingredients and look for AAFCO-approved labels so you know those essential nutrients are actually balanced.
Okay, while we're talking about food, I have to give you a very urgent warning. There are completely normal items sitting in your kitchen right now that are incredibly dangerous for your cat. You must never, ever feed them onions, garlic, chocolate, or grapes. These are highly, highly toxic to their system. Even a tiny amount accidentally ingested from a drop table scrap can cause a severe medical emergency. So please, keep these well out of paw's reach.
And look, beyond what they eat, how much they eat is just as crucial. Portion control is a big deal. You can do what's called the body evaluation test. Basically, you gently feel along your cat's ribs. You should be able to feel them without pressing hard, but you shouldn't be able to visibly see them sticking out. It's a great way to monitor for obesity. And let's be real here, cats deserve an Oscar for their dramatic begging when they want an extra scoop of food. But you have to adjust their meals based on what your vet recommends, not on their persistent begging. Stay strong. It really is for their own good. Let's jump into our final pillar. Section 4, Stress-Free Grooming Rituals. And as you'll see, this is about way more than just keeping them looking pretty. Grooming is actually this amazing dual-purpose ritual. Yes, it keeps their coat looking gorgeous, but it's also a sneaky way to closely monitor their physical health. We can break down a good, stress-free routine into 3 actionable steps: daily brushing, paw pad pressing for nail trims, and feline-specific bathing. Let's look a little closer at each one. Step 1, daily brushing. I want you to think of this as your hands-on physical exam. By brushing them every day, you're obviously cutting way down on the tumbleweeds of fur blowing around your house. But more importantly, you're preventing painful mats from forming and pulling out their sensitive skin. Plus, running a brush and your hands over them daily means if they pick up external parasites like fleas or ticks, you're going to uncover them immediately. You catch the hitchhikers right away, not weeks down the line. Step 2 is keeping those claws trimmed. And honestly, you want to introduce this as early in their life as you can. To safely trim the nail, you gently press on their paw pad, which naturally extends the claw out. So the crucial point is, you only ever want to trim the very sharp, translucent tip. You absolutely must avoid the quick. That's the visible little pig vein running right through the center of the nail. Hitting the quick really hurts them and causes bleeding, which just ruins the trust and creates stress for both of you. Just nip the tips. And finally, step 3. This one is specifically for those of you with gorgeous, long-haired, fluffy braids. Sometimes regular bathing is just necessary to keep that mane manageable. When it's bath time, only use feline-specific shampoo. Human shampoos totally mess with their skin's pH. And a massive safety tip here. Make sure they are completely and thoroughly dried off afterward. A damp, long-haired cat can catch a chill so easily, so getting them totally dry and warm keeps the whole routine stress-free and safe.
And I think this slide just brilliantly sums up the entire explainer today. By locking in their optimal diet, knowing what health signs to watch for, and keeping up with those stress-free grooming routines, you are giving your cat such a profoundly better quality of life. The source material hits the nail on the head. Remember, their health is quite literally in your hands. You are their chef, their groomer, their frontline defense. So, as we wrap things up today, I'm going to leave you with this. What is one proactive step you're going to take today to improve your cat's life? Whether that's double-checking the label on their food bag, calling the vet to set up an exam, or just grabbing the brush for 5 minutes, make it happen. Thanks so much for hanging out and learning with us, and keep empowering yourself with knowledge.